Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft Disney World Tour. This is basically the series in which I walk around Disney World and take a look at a different attraction each video. I haven't done one of these in a while. Ooh, there must be some sort of fireworks show going on. That's kind of cool. But I haven't done one of these in a while, but we're kicking the series sort of back off with Big Thunder Mountain. Now, Big Thunder Mountain is over in Frontierland, kind of where Splash Mountain is, if you know what that ride is, because if you have watched my Magic Kingdom video, you will have seen that. And it is basically a train ride through an abandoned mine, if you will. It's kind of like, it goes through this deserty area with the mountains, and it's an old like gold rush feeling to it. It has like a gold rush feeling to it, so it's like you got the mine trains, sort of not like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but you do have like a train, and it's kind of like this abandoned feeling thing, and you go through it. Simple as that. No. So it opened in real life on November 15th, 1980. And it just recently received a refurbishment a few years ago, and that is where I am walking through right now. It added these interactive queue things, and now I don't know if this actually works on MC Magic, which is what we're here on, but if it does, that's awesome. But you can actually like hit this lever, and stuff should blow up. I don't know if it will though. Maybe it's this button instead. I can't see. There we go. I don't see anything, but nonetheless, in real life, you can see like different things blow up, and you can also see the trains going by. It's actually a really cool view now I'm looking at it. I don't think this was here actually last time I was there, so if you don't know already, I am going to Disney on October 27th, and I'm recording this on the 10th, so 17 more days, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, ooh, I have to join a queue. What the? Oh, cool. Interesting. Front. So yeah, now we are aboard the mine train. So you kind of walk down these stairs, and then you're in the bottom level of the ride, and you get shot into this cave, and it gets really dark. And then when you start going up and around and over here, you begin to climb the lift hill. And for those of you, that's so cool on MC Magic. It actually makes the noises. It makes this really loud, like, cringing sound that's sometimes annoying for some people, but I tend to love it. It's one of my favorite things about the ride. It's just a nostalgic thing where if you always hear that creaking and stuff like that in the tracks, it's really cool. But yeah, you go through these cool caves. I believe you can see some shiny different diamonds maybe or something like that. Maybe that's the mine train, I don't know. But and you can maybe see some gold, and then you go through these two little water things. You can usually stick your hand out and feel the water a little bit, and then you get shot out and the ride begins. Now, this is probably the most tame roller coaster in the Magic Kingdom, and maybe all of Disney World. People say the Barnstormer is, but here's my take on the Barnstormer. It's a short ride, but it has some steeper curves than this, whereas this is more of a starter roller coaster. Now, I haven't ridden the mine train, so I don't know how much of a starter that is, but from what I know, this is still the most tame one, so it's a good starter for if you've never done a roller coaster before. We just passed through a town area. Now there are some little hidden gems in this ride that are pretty cool, that if you ever ride it again, more creaking, if you ever ride it, you will sometimes be able to notice them. There is, I believe when we come up here, there is a goat that baas, like makes the goat noise, ba, or maybe that's sheep, I don't know. Yeah, right there, that is so cool. But yeah, as like dynamite begins to go off, and then you just kind of make this turn, you go back down. But back to the town area, there are a few different things to keep your eye out for. One is this like guy in a bathtub. I believe he's like floating up or something, like something exploded, and he's like out in the river or something like that, just floating along in a bathtub, which is kind of funny. So you do these different dips, and right here, actually, in the real ride, when you go down under that thing, it is what roller coaster enthusiasts call a head chopper, and basically it really makes it feel like you want to duck because you don't know if you are going to hit your head, and of course you don't, but it really feels like you might. So then you go through this final lift hill. There are 3 lift hills in the ride, and this final one actually has this part at the top where it looks like the track is broken and your ride's going to end here, but then you kind of shoot back out this lower entryway. But it's a really cool thing that Disney does for theming to make you actually think, oh no, the track's broken. Kind of like in Everest where the track literally is broken and you go backwards. This, you don't go backwards. Although that would be pretty cool if they could maybe switch that for big... Maybe that's a idea for them if they ever needed to refurb Big Thunder Mountain. But anyway, so then you kind of shoot along and you do this thing under these, like, dinosaur bones, I guess. And then there's some, like, geysers. And then you are basically done. You pull back into the abandoned mine area, Gold Rush area. And then you get let out and you walk out of the ride. That is pretty much it for Big Thunder Mountain. It is a not a short ride, but that is basically what it is. You can walk up here too, I believe, and well, you can see the ride going along. Well, actually, that's the riverboat, I believe. But you can see the ride, but you can also see these cool like geysers. I remember doing this one time, like the last time I was there, just walking up here. I didn't know this was here, and you can kind of see some cool little theming details that most people might pass up because, like, if you walk up here, it's not going anywhere. It's not going back to the park to the next ride. So yeah, if you ever are riding Big Thunder Mountain, check that out and keep your eye out for the man in the bathtub and all the different things, like do the interactive queue. That is pretty cool. I believe they also have some gold panning stuff, but again, that might be in the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I really don't remember. I've never ridden the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Yeah, that is basically it for Big Thunder Mountain. Hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. And if you have a suggestion for another attraction that you would like me to cover, I've already done like Space Mountain, Everest, Rock and Roller Coaster, and I think one other one, but I can't remember. But if you have any other suggestions, I'd love to hear them because I'm always kind of thinking, oh, which one should I do next? I try to cover the bigger ones, like Big Thunder, but I also want to cover smaller ones. So if you ever have a cool idea for one that I should cover, just let me know in the comments. And I'll see you all next time on the next video. Bye, everybody.